Welcome to Axie Byte, where we explain Axie Infinity in bite size. Today, we'll be talking about cards that will keep your hand nice and filled with cards.
Check it out.
Don't you just hate it when you're constantly out of cards? Or when you do draw the cards, but they're not the cards that you want? Well, those days are over, because with these cards, you can just keep on filling your hands. Okay, but jokes aside, card draws are actually one of the main sources of randomness and chance in this game. And to play well, we want to reduce randomness as much as we can so that we can keep the game under control. And drawing card means increasing the chances of you getting the cards that you need. When you get the cards that you need, you can start doing all the combos and chains instead of throwing out random cards. And if you still don't get the importance of playing your cards in sets, head over to one of our previous videos, Combos and Chains. Now let's get right into it. First, we take a look at a few cards that allow you to draw cards. One of the most common one, October Treat. The reason why this is so common on Plant Axie is because that October Treat is one of your main sources of shields. With this card, you get to draw a card when your shield doesn't break. Next up is another plant card called Cattail Slap. This card allows you to draw a card each time you are hit by a bug, beast or mag. Why these specific Axie types? That's right, because those Axie have an advantage over plant cards. If you need a refresher on Axie types and their strengths and weaknesses, we've got you covered right here. With Cattail Slap, you make your enemies think twice about hitting you with their beasts, even though you're a plant. Speaking of beasts, we have Hair Dagger. Hair Dagger does a whopping 120 damage and lets you draw a card if the Axie playing this card is the first to attack in the round. So if you plan to have a beast that is fast, this card is one to look for. Beast Axie also have a zero cost card called Heroic Reward, which lets you draw a card if you use it to hit an Aqua, Bird or Dawn. Get it? Heroic? When a beast attack those Axie types? No? Well, back to Axie strength and weaknesses you go. Then, we move on to the Aqua card, Scale Dart. Aqua's Axies are fast in general and they do a lot of burst damage. This means that they tend to be the ones leaving the enemies in last stands. And Scale Dart here rewards you for that. It lets you draw a card when the target is in last stand. So please, if you see an Axie that's already dying and won't go into last stand, don't waste this card on it. You're wasting both the damage and the card draw. Last but not least, we have Ivory Chop. At the start of this video, we talked about October Treat, the card that triggers card draw when your shield doesn't break. And we're ending it with Ivory Chop, where if your shield breaks, you get to draw a card. For a card that does 80 base damage and give 80 base shields, this is a pretty okay card because of how versatile it can be in staking shields or doing damage. The utility to draw cards is an added bonus. All in all, remember guys, card draw is more than just having all the cards to play. It means reducing the aspect of randomness in the game so that you can have more control over the matches by having the cards you need. You want your gameplay to be all skill, no luck. And that wraps up our episode for today. Be sure to like and subscribe for more of our content and leave a comment down below if you want us to cover anything. And that's today's Axie Byte. See you on the next one.